Well, I think, one, Coach Johnson has been running that offense for a long, long time. So there's not a defense that's been invented that, he hasn't seen. And then when you have a quarterback, particularly like Nesbitt with, 3-year guy, that there's not a front, there's not a call, there's not something that probably has not challenged him to where, a lot of teams have had success in stopping him. I don't know if you stop the option, as much, but he's special. I mean, he's special what he does with the ball. And, so you definitely have to pay a lot of attention to him. But also, they have a fullback that's 230 pounds that, can fall forward for 3 or 4 yards. And they do a great job of getting on the perimeter by motioning a guy to pitch or by a stationary guy running one way and coming back with the counter option. So he's done a lot of things and seen a lot of defenses. So, we just got to, again, it's assignment oriented, make sure that the game plan we put together, can try to help minimize what happens to us. I mean, they lead. I think they're 6th in the country in rushing offense. So that's pretty good. So we'll have to play well defensively. But also the other aspects, offensive, we got to play well. And then special teams, we've got to create situations for us also. So this is a game definitely that all 3 facets have to play well, because with them running the ball like that, they hold on to the ball for a long time. So you don't get a lot of chances to have the ball, have possessions offensively. So you got to make sure that when you do, that you have opportunities to score. It's not personally awkward. I've been coaching college ball for quite a long time now, and I know that he knows it's the reality of the profession and of the business. It's the storyline, if you say, is the fact that we were both here at the same time. But, to me, as I told the players, I mean, this is a game that, University of Virginia is playing Georgia Tech. It's our second conference game, and that's the way that we were going to approach it, and that's the way we look at it. So I think that's the number one thing right now, and just college coaching. But there is so much movement around, and you paths cross so many different ways. But the bottom line is you're competitors, and and now the job is now to try to do something to help your team win. So there's much respect there that I have. But like I said, it's Virginia that's playing Georgia Tech. I would say one thing is when you're playing a good team like that those issues of the third down issues, we were 0 for 7 in the first half. You have to make third down situations so you can hang on to the ball. We had 9 penalties in the game. They had 4 going into the game. They were the most penalized team in the conference, and we were 10th. And I would imagine that perhaps we're 11th in the conference now in terms of penalties, which is unacceptable. And then, the margin for error when you're playing against a fast team, the gaps that you have to close quickly, the decisions that you have to make, you have to make those things, you have to make them quickly. You have to do things quickly. So, you take away some opportunities that they had. We dropped 3 interceptions, in the hands of players, but you got to make those plays, Fumble recovery opportunities, you got to get on those footballs. And then you have more possessions, and then maybe it's a different story. But there's no excuses, and we got to make the plays. We have to make sure our offense can have more opportunities to score, because they like I said, they did a great job. In the second half, we outscored them. It was 14-7. But you got to play 4 quarters with a team like that, because because you will get your issues and your weaknesses exposed if you can't play, every quarter. So that's something that, we got to work on, what we'll continue to work on. This week defensively, it presents a little bit of a challenge because of the type of offense, but definitely offensively, we can play better and do better. He's improving. That's the whole thing, is you're trying to get guys like that to, improve, Asar and Leroy Reynolds, and he's done a nice job of being able to play out in space, and then also play over, take a tight end, or come up and take on, fit in a run fit, with the linebacker mentality. So he's kind of developing that linebacker mentality where he's around the ball a lot, and his development, Leroy's development, and other guys, that's what we're looking for to try to make us a better team on both sides of the ball and special teams. Chris has been kind of a steady influence on offense, a guy that's reliable, can catch the ball, understands, coverages and things like that, and he can make plays, he can run. So it's great to have a guy like him, a guy like Dontrell Inman, and try to find another guy between Jared Green and Matt Snyder, trying to find another guy when they go in that they can give us production also. But Chris, Matoka grad, is representing his area well and does a great job as far as being a wide receiver for us. So hopefully we'll give him more opportunities to catch and run, to catch the ball and do the things that he does.